One beast, 450 pounds of raw explosive muscle, a bite force that doubles that of a lion, strength enough to bend steel bars and rip down banana trees like weeds. And now, the internet wants to know, could 100 ordinary men take it down? This isn't just another internet debate, this is the ultimate primal fantasy. An army of men versus a king of the jungle. Science says one thing, memes say another. And we're diving in head first, fists clenched, logic flying out the window. Welcome back, wild ones! You've just stepped into another jaw-dropping episode of Savage Tales Animal Encounters, the channel where we don't just talk about the animal kingdom. We step into it, teeth bared, claws out, and adrenaline pumping. Today, we're diving deep into the viral question that has torn the internet apart like an angry silverback on a rampage. Could 100 men, united by nothing but willpower, TikTok arguments, and maybe a couple of energy drinks, actually defeat a gorilla in hand-to-hand combat? We've got expert opinions, savage simulations, AI warfare breakdowns, meme warfare, and we'll even dissect muscle fiber ratios, group strategy versus ape instinct, and whether The Rock counts as one guy or five. Now, before we unleash this beast of an episode, I've got a challenge for you, our fearless tribe. Smash that like button like a gorilla pounding its chest. Let's show this algorithm who's alpha. Drop your battle plan in the comments. Would you fight, run, or team up with the gorilla? Share this video with your squad. Because if you're going down, take 99 friends with you. Subscribe and slap that notification bell harder than a silverback slaps the forest floor during a charge. Because we've got more savage matchups, primal truths, and wild debates coming faster than a chimp on caffeine. This is Savage Tales, Animal Encounters, where the wild isn't just outside, it's in you. It began like a social experiment, a hypothetical internet debate born in the chaotic trenches of Twitter, where logic is optional and memes reign supreme. A tweet asked a simple question: could 100 average men, unarmed, defeat a fully grown adult male gorilla in a fight? The replies were instant and ridiculous. Some claimed brute numbers would overwhelm the beast, others scoffed, saying one swipe of those tree trunk arms would turn a dozen men into dust. But now, it's no longer a meme, a private, off-grid location. A mock jungle environment created deep in a controlled research compound. Think Hunger Games meets Jurassic Park, minus the funding oversight. This is where it's going down. The gorilla, a 15-year-old male silverback named Kumba. Towering at nearly 6 feet tall when upright, weighing in at 440 pounds of dense muscle, he is a living tank. Kumba is a veteran of his territory, highly intelligent, territorial, unpredictable, and fiercely reactive to perceived threats. He's been monitored by primate behaviorists for years, and his psychological profile paints a terrifying picture. High dominance drive, low tolerance for noise or chaos, near-perfect spatial awareness. And when agitated, absolute focused violence. The men. 100 volunteers recruited anonymously, no weapons, no training, just average everyday people. Plumbers, office workers, fitness bros, IT techs, bartenders. They've been told only 3 rules. You cannot leave the enclosure until the scenario ends. You cannot use tools or artificial weapons, work together or fall apart. They enter one by one, corralled into the makeshift arena, 300 feet by 300 feet, filled with thick brush, rocks and fallen logs. It's humid, the ground is damp, visibility is low. Some men laugh nervously, others whisper strategy. A few are already panicking. There's no phone service, no live stream, no help coming. Just walls too high to climb and an observation tower manned by silent scientists with clipboards. The tension builds. The air is thick with unease. The 100 men instinctively cluster into loose groups. Some form crude, flanking formations. Others argue about whether the gorilla can even understand what's about to happen. They all know one thing. He's coming. Some try to climb trees for high ground. Some dig shallow pits. Some just sit and pray. And then a mechanical hiss. A gate slides open across the enclosure. No roar, no charge, just a heavy silence. And then the sound of slow, deliberate footfalls. Kumba emerges. He doesn't sprint, he doesn't roar, he observes. Head tilted slightly, massive chest rising and falling like a hydraulic press. His dark eyes scan the crowd with eerie precision, as if calculating, not reacting. He knows he's not alone. He feels the energy, the fear, and he doesn't like it. The men freeze, time slows, no one moves, no one speaks. Then, from the back of the crowd, a voice calls out, "We have to move now before he does." Too late, Kumba beats his chest. Once, twice, louder than a bass drum. He lowers his head, shoulders tense, and with the suddenness of a thunderclap, the jungle explodes into chaos. Because in the next 15 seconds, nature stops asking questions and starts delivering consequences. Kumba charges, not at full speed, not yet. He lumbers forward like a freight train gaining momentum, each step a thunderclap of force. His eyes lock on movement, a group of 5 men who hesitated too long. They backpedal, trip over roots, stumble into each other. Too late. He hits them like a landslide. A fist crashes down onto one man's shoulder with bone-snapping impact. Another is thrown 5 feet through the air, arms flailing, before crumpling like a rag doll into the underbrush. Screams erupt. The group scatters in a panic. Some charge at Kumba from behind, foolishly trying to dogpile him. They may as well be attacking a cement mixer. Kumba grabs one by the torso, lifts him off the ground and slams him back down, spine first, with horrifying precision. Another man jumps on Kumba's back. Brave or suicidal, Kumba spins, reaches behind him effortlessly and rips the attacker away like plucking lint off a shirt. A short, awful crack follows. There is no rhythm to the attack, only violence. The men try everything. Some attempt a net of human bodies to box him in. Kumba leaps sideways into a thick thicket of brush, vanishing momentarily. Others hurl rocks and dirt, trying to blind him. Kumba shields his face, growls like a revving engine, and charges again. Low this time, tackling 3 men to the ground in a single sweeping motion. Blood stains the jungle floor. Minutes pass like hours. The 100 are thinning fast. Most never had a plan. They relied on the idea that someone else would lead, would fight, would win. That delusion dies quickly. A cluster of 10 men manages to corner Kumba near a fallen tree. They form a semicircle and rush him in unison. It almost works, until it doesn't. Kumba grabs one by the leg and spins him like a weapon, knocking 2 others down. He roars, a deafening primal blast of sound that halts everyone for a second. That second costs lives. The tide never turns. No matter how many men remain, Kumba never tires. He bleeds from minor scratches, but he does not slow, because this is not sport for him. This is survival. And survival is what a 440-pound alpha male gorilla does better than anything else on Earth. The aftermath. Silence returns. After 14 minutes and 37 seconds, it's over. The jungle is quiet once more, save for the low moans of the injured. Kumba stands in the center, chest heaving, blood-streaked arms hanging at his sides. Around him, devastation. Bodies, torn clothing, mud and blood and splintered wood. Only 12 of the original 100 are still conscious. Of them, 5 can stand. None attempt to fight, none speak. They just stare. Kumba does not press the advantage. He stares back. A quiet, controlled stare. Not gloating, not confused, just finished. He walks slowly to the center of the enclosure, beats his chest once, then sits. The human experiment is over, and nature has rendered its verdict. You don't outnumber a gorilla. You only live until he gets tired of playing with you. And there you have it. 100 men versus 1 silverback gorilla. And reality hit harder than anyone could have imagined. In the end, brute strength, primal instinct, and sheer dominance crushed the odds. Nature doesn't play fair, it just plays to win. If this tale gripped you, if your heart raced, your eyes widened, and your jaw dropped, then you are in the right place. This is what we do here. Welcome to Savage Tales, Animal Encounters, where legends of the wild come to life, where man meets beast, and where the line between predator and prey gets redrawn with every story. So do me a favor. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the raw power and gritty realism of this video. Drop a comment below. What would you have done in the face of Kumba's fury? Could you have survived? Share this video with someone who thinks they know what it means to be alpha. And if you haven't already, subscribe right now Join our tribe of wild hearts and fearless minds who crave the thrill of nature's fiercest face-offs. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss a drop of adrenaline, danger and drama straight from the animal kingdom. We read every comment, we see every name, and we build this channel with you. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp out there, because in the wild, it's never just a story. It's survival. Savage tales, animal encounters where the wild isn't just untamed, it's unforgiving.